Hey guys, Oblivion here. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the brand new Dragon Ball game that's going to be coming out. It's going to be coming out in 2018. We haven't got the exact date or anything about it, guys, but it is the brand new game they released on E3 called Dragon Ball FighterZ. In case you guys haven't heard about it, I'm sure a lot of you have. If you're watching my channel, you guys are, big Dragon Ball fans, so I'm sure you've heard of it. But for legal reasons, I haven't shown any gameplay and stuff like that, guys. I don't own any actual way I can actually show you gameplay and stuff, but I can definitely talk to you guys about it. It's kind of different because it's set in a 2.5 dimension game, which is technically what that's called. They use 3D model like characters, but it's only inside view. If you guys have ever played Dragon Ball Z Budokai, or just the Budokai series, or if you've played Burst Limit's like it too, Infinite World is like that also. It's the side-scroller Tekken Street Fighter like kind of game, which is what raises that question exactly, because I think this game is going to be something that they're going to be trying to use as a way of competition against those other fighting games. So guys, don't expect this to be your Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. It's not going to be anything like that. It is made by the same people, which makes me wonder, are they working on Xenoverse 3? I mean, it seems kind of early on to be talking about it, especially how, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is only going to be a year old this year. So, I mean, I don't think they should be rushing the game out or nothing. Not at all. I definitely think developers should be given their time for it. But a lot of people are saying that this new game is only 20% completed, which I don't believe that. If it's going to be coming out in 2018, I think it has to be a bit more than 20%. That seems kind of low. It seems kind of weird for them to be announcing a game that's only 20% completed. I think it's more, however, who knows? Maybe it's not going to be a big game, which I don't think it will be, guys. I think this game's going to have like 20 to 30 characters, and they just announced that Super Saiyan Trunks, at least, or just Trunks in general, is going to be in the game, which is really cool, and I'm glad they have that. I have not seen any gameplay if a character can actually transform during a battle, so I don't know if that's something you can do during a mid-battle or something that you can pick from the actual character roster menu. Who knows? I think they're going to be having a demo coming out for this game. I'm going to try and do that, and I'll definitely be playing this game on my channel, guys. You can expect that in the future. And I'm definitely going to be covering more news on this game as it comes out. We're going to have more news coming closer to the actual release date of it. The Tokyo Game Show is going to be coming on very soon, or is it called that? I can't remember, guys. Either way, it's like a big convention thing in Tokyo, which usually they show a lot more stuff. If a game's like Japanese, they usually show a lot more gameplay and stuff like that. So there'll be more news for me to talk about whenever that comes along, guys. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But as this game goes, though, it's going to be a very tournament-like game. It's not going to be your typical, Xenoverse game. It's going to be a fighter game, but at the same time, it's going to be really strategic. You have, your health bar, you're going to have your key bar, but based on what kind of attacks you do, some attacks do more damage, some attacks do less. If you do an attack, it could take like 2 key bars down. If you had like 5, you'd only have like 3 left. That's how that kind of system works. If you guys have ever played the older Dragon Ball games, it worked just like that. Kind of in a similar way to Xenoverse, except for the entire key bar itself is just 1 bar. It actually just has a number there showing you how many bars of ki that you have. There's not going to be any stamina bar, nothing like that, which I'm happy about, because this game just means it's pure fighting. Basically just how you control your character, what kind of attacks you launch, and things like that. That's going to determine, how well of a player you are and how well things are going to go down for you, as you're playing. That's definitely going to make the game a whole lot better. And in terms of the looks, guys, this game looks amazing. It is made in Unreal Engine 4. Unreal Engine 4 makes incredibly awesome looking games. Just super awesome things. I mean, Unreal Engine, just the fact that a Japanese creator is willing to use the Unreal Engine is awesome. Just really awesome. I'm glad they are. And I think that also gave them the capability of being able to use multiple characters. As you guys know, in the past with Dragon Ball games that were like a side-scroller kind of game, you weren't allowed to use more than one character in the side-scroller ones. In this game, you get to pick at least 3 characters. That's very Marvel vs. Capcom-like. You know, there's a new Marvel vs. Capcom game, there's a new Tekken game coming out, there's a new Street Fighter game coming out. This is Dragon Ball's answer for competition with that stuff. This is their answer for like, hey, this game's gonna be better than yours, which with what we've seen, yeah, it looks pretty good, guys. Pretty good. And I wouldn't expect a gigantic roster, but from what we've seen, this actually looks pretty good. I think the confirmed characters so far are Vegeta, Cell, Goku, Frieza. Golden Frieza has been confirmed. If you guys saw that trailer, you know, you get your typical characters, probably like Piccolo. Future Trunks was announced, like I said a few minutes ago, but that's a really cool thing. I'm really glad that they're cracking down on this game and allowing us to basically have a revamped version of like a 2D fighting game with Dragon Ball. That's really awesome and really fun. I'm sure it's not gonna have, you know, a lot of positive from people that are going to be jumping from a Xenoverse over to it. That's not a kind of game for these kind of people that like their Xenoverse games. I don't think it's going to be played like that, and I think a lot of people are going to hate it if they are a big Xenoverse fan and only want to play a Xenoverse game. I know a lot of Dragon Ball fans didn't even know what Dragon Ball was. They jumped right to Xenoverse. That was like their first Dragon Ball game, which is pretty insane, but it's okay though. It's just a fun game overall. Anybody can play it. It's not going to be the same like that for this game though, guys. It's going to be a little bit different. It's not going to feel the same. It's going to be played differently and stuff like that. So I wouldn't expect it to be exactly the same. But it's still going to be a fun game. And I don't know how the game's aspects are going to go. I'm sure it's going to have a versus mode where you can play locally. It'll probably have an online mode, which I think is what they're trying to do with this. Just basically people playing online with these characters, you know, learning the characters, different things like that. What different character combinations, you know, you pick 3 characters. Some might be able to aid you, some might be able to do like linked skills together and different things like that. So it's gonna be like based on how to strategize your 3 characters against another person's 3 characters and how to win in that kind of regard, and how to be smarter and faster and learn how these different skills can come together to beat your opponent. That's kind of what they're going with here with this game. So I don't know if they're going to have a tournament mode or a story mode. I think they're going to have a tournament mode. I think that's what it's going to be. I don't think they're going to end up having a just, you know, basic story mode. You know, you fight Raditz and Nappa and Vegeta and then this and that. I don't think they're going to have that because I don't think this game is going to have a ton of characters. It's probably going to have like 20 to 30, you know, kind of pushing it. These kind of games don't usually have a ton of characters because each character usually has its own unique skill set. You know, each character is going to have a different set of moves, different set of things. If moves are copied and pasted from each character, this game is going to be terrible. So you know each character is going to have their exact own skills probably. If not, a few skills, you know, shared, like the Kamehameha. It's going to be shared through some of the characters, but a lot of the characters are probably going to get their own, you know, unique skill set, own unique fighting style, and just how they do things and how they work. I'm sure that's going to be very unique to the, you know, certain characters that you play as, and I think that's going to be really fun and really fun to play. I'm actually really excited for this game. It's going to be $60, which is, oh boy, kind of crazy to think of, because I don't think if this game is what I think it is, I don't think it's worth $60. But it might be. If they really push it and they really make it a good game, it could be worth $60. However, $60 right out the gate in 2018, that seems kind of, I don't know, seems kind of weird, seems kind of crazy. I don't know how I feel about that exactly, guys, but it might be a great game. Who knows? We won't know till later. A lot of people are pumped about this. I think really old school fans are pumped about this. I mean, I am, but $60 worth, I don't know. I don't have that kind of money just to fling around a game that I don't know if I can beat in 3 days. You know what I mean? A lot of these games, like Dragon Ball Budokai, I can beat in one night. I mean, imagine it's going to be bigger than that, but, you know, still. and I want it to be like a grindy online game, because that's not what I'm expecting from Dragon Ball, but it could be a fun thing. If they do it right, they could set it up and make the game really fun, actually, and not be that way, but who knows? We'll see what they come up with. We'll see how it works. I'm sure they're going to have more gameplay coming out soon, or as closer we get to, you know, the release date of the game and stuff like that, guys. At least I think I'm right on saying that it comes out in 2018. I don't know if they gave a specific time frame of when within 2018 they're going to be releasing it, but I know that's going to be at least within 2018, and that's what we should expect, guys. I think that'll be really fun for us to cover on this channel. I'm definitely going to be covering it, definitely going to be showing it off, guys, but I think that's going to be it for today's video. If you have more questions, put them in the comment section below. We'll see if I can answer them or come up with something about them. I don't really know for sure a ton about this game for what we've seen. I only know about characters, some rough gameplays, like really rough gameplay, not a ton, but we can see how the game works. We kind of can work it out. If you've ever played, you know, the Budokai series, we can kind of guess how this is going to be. I don't know if I should be taking this as something that's going to be like the Budokai series, but I definitely am, and it should be took that way because that's the game it's like rivaling against. It should be that great. So I don't know, guys. We'll see how things go. I'll be covering more news on that. I'm optimistic about this game. I hope that'll be very good and have some very good, unique gameplay. I think it's something we need in a Dragon Ball game. Something that can, you know, blow us away and give us back some, you know, original gameplay of how the games used to be back then. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Sorry if it was a little bit choppy, a little bit, you know, weird. I kind of just on a whim made this video and wanted to cover its topics. There's not a whole lot of news for this game, so there's not a whole lot I can really cover, but that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe for more content, and I'll keep you guys filled in Dragon Ball news. Thank you, and goodbye.